So the parts you're going to need to make yourself a Radioless node are, you need an SD card, I would say at least 32 GB, and you want it to be class 10. So there's loads of these on eBay, Amazon. The Raspberry Pi I recommend is the Raspberry Pi 3B. Have a good old search, Raspberry Pi 3B. And you're going to need to download the app DV Switch. Let's move on to now getting yourself an All-Star number. M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So quick one here on how to apply for an All-Star number. Now if you want to use things like HubNet or a micronode, an All-Star node, DV switch with All-Star, you're going to need an All-Star number. And the All-Star system, a common part of changing nodes or moving around nodes, is the Supermon system as well. So all you do is go to here, allstarlink.org. The link will be in the description. Obviously this is my account. Create yourself an account and go here to Portal, then go to Node Settings, and here it's a bit confusing, but these are my node numbers. Now you can request for a new number or you can extend it. So I did the extend one and they gave me 2 more, and it was instant. They gave me 2 more instant. I mean 3 is the most I'll need. But you're going to need to request a new one. So go to continue here, and then now to extend, look, this is what I would do here. Look, watch this. I could just go continue and it would just add one. It would add one, but you will want a new one. You can remove them as well, of course. So request here, and then this time you want a new number. Yeah, you're requesting a new node. So just click server here, which is basically your call sign once you've created the account, and just put, oh, I need one more number. They don't like to give out too many nodes, which is understandable, and then just click submit, and then it says here, request a node sends a message to All-Star Link admins requesting a new node number to be assigned. Requests are generally processed within 24 hours. And then you can actually look up node numbers as well, and I'm just trying to think where we can look. All-Star node list, there you are, that should show us. And look, you've got loads here. I could put in M0FXB. So join the community of All-Star. It's excellent. And there's my node numbers there. 7.3, thanks for watching. All the best. The moment you want the image, so go all the way down and click. Keep going. This one here. So just there you go. Click it there. Run it. And then extract it somewhere where you're going to find it, or straight to a USB stick if you want. Once you've got it stored somewhere, that image, then I would get Balena Etcher is what I use. You can use Disk Imager if that's what you use. So when you select Flash from File, so you'll select the file where you've stored the image, select the target, that'll be the SD card that you've got in an adapter in your computer, just a micro SD card, and then Flash. And then so get that SD card and put that into your Raspberry Pi 3B. It will work on other ones, but that's the one I use. Plug that into your network, get your Ethernet cable, plug it into your router, and then do a scan, like a Wi-Fi scan, and find the IP address of it. And it's normally called, if I try and find my one now, if I just go to my router, like so. Oh, typical, we're not going to find it now. 92. Right, there's my router there. Right, taking ages, of course. IP scanner's doing a scan as well. Now, on my router, it always comes up as Alarm Pi. Can't see it on IP scanner, but in my router, there it is there, Alarm Pi, and so that is the IP address. So you're looking for the word Alarm Pi, Alarm Pi. Okay, so once you've got that, and then you'll be able to go to the next process. Now we're going to put in the Winscp settings, providing you've done the image correctly, you will find that appear in your network search. The IP address on my one is here. I've put that in here. The port number is 22, or the 3 twos. The username is still going to be root, but the password will be the new password you earlier created. So we'll just put that in, and then we'll log in. Here we are at these files here. Double click here, go to, we're looking for etc. So we'll double click here, then we'll go to etc. Then go to asterisk, and then you're looking for rpt-conf. Click that. Then go to the bottom, right to the bottom. Got a slider here, and you're looking for this section. Now I've already done mine, so what you need to do is basically copy this, but using your own node number that you've got in your Allstar, or created in Allstar. So, and see, so the top line is the node number, and type that exactly the same, but your node number. The middle line, but instead of this section here that says radio at, see this 2.222.170, you've got to put in your public IP address, you know, for your own home, for your router, and then you can see the line underneath. Now at the top here, you would put in your local IP address of the, you know, your Raspberry Pi is showing up in your network, so you will have a different address here. So mine is actually at the moment it's actually 6, because I haven't set the static yet, so it changes. So it's actually 6. Okay. So and then when you've done that, hit save here at the top. Yeah, I will also add that at the bottom here, your port number is important. See, it says 82 here, so make sure you get that in there. And just notice that you have got a colon in there as well, a colon. You have to get it exactly the same. So you can just hit the X here to close that for now, because that's done. Make sure you have saved. So then look for manager.conf, which is this one here. So once you're in manager.conf, go down, see down here it says admin, and then you've got secret, and you can create, I've just put Raspberry for now, but just create your own password here that you're going to remember in Raspberry, and then click save here as well, and then you can close that. Then hit double click local. No, that's not correct, so we'll go back, hit the top one again, hit the yellow box above local, and you're looking for HTTP, let's find it, HTTPD. So see it here, you can get quite lost in these menus. You've just got to click up and down a little bit. HTTPD, double click that. Then select conf, and then select httpd.conf, double click that, and then you get this window. Then scroll down and you find this bit that says listen 80. So just here, and then what you do, you add a line here. So you put listen space, I've put 82. I think you can change, you know, you can choose the port that you want to use if you've got multiple nodes. So get that one in there and click save here. Remember, you always save it here, save. close that window. Now we're looking for SRV again. I think we click here for that at the top. So you've got extra, then above you've got this yellow file. Double click that. Trying to find it. Give me a second to find it for you. So what I did was I just clicked the arrow up here. And then I went, if I got lost, I just go to root, double click root again. Then I click this file where you started at the beginning, because you can get a bit lost in this. And then I'm looking for SRV, which is here, look, SRV. So be persistent, don't close the window, just keep trying with these files here and this arrow, and eventually you'll find the thing. So it's SRV you want. Then go to HTTP and then double click Supermon. Then all mon ini, that one there. Then here at the top, just add your node number here, and then your password. See, it says password here. Add the same password here. Okay, then remember to save it, and then you can close that. And now you can reboot PuTTY. So now just go back to PuTTY, log back into PuTTY, and then you're going to go with your same username and password as before. Then go to number 9, select run. So once you've logged back into PuTTY, you need to add a password again. So what you do is go here and put in so it comes up automatically with the hash here, then space cd space srv http /supermon, then it'll go with a new line, then it's rm space dot http sswd. Now the mistake I keep doing is putting in an r and then I get an error. So once you've typed that section there on line number 2, let's call it, then hit put in the word y and hit, so you hit enter here, then put y, then enter. Now ignore these lines, they were mistakes, this line here and this line here. The correct line is httpasswd space small c capital B space httpasswd space admin. Once you do that, then it will allow you to type your password. Now when you type the new password, you can't see it, so just type it, hit enter, and then it will say, you know, retype it, hit enter, and then if it all works well, it will say adding password for user admin, and then you can now type exit, XIT, hit enter, and that will take you back to the the start menu. So now you can just go down to reboot and then click run, reboot. So now we can put in the IP address that we've got for our server. So I can see my Raspberry Pi flashing away at the moment. And if you've got it right, you will have this. This is a test come up. It's not, you don't see much, it's quite disappointing, big white page. But basically it says here, if you see this web server is working. So we got the web server. So now if we put a slash in front of it and put Supermon, PERMON, and hit enter, we go to the page here, which is quite refreshing. There's my node number. So there's all the information here, lots you can look at. Anyway, so we want to log in now. So let's see if I can remember my login passwords. So we'll hit, it's quite small, but at the top here on the left, it goes yellow when you go over it, when you hover over it. Click login. Now I've just got to remember my password. Now I use a temporary one, didn't I? So it's either root at the, no, actually it's admin at the top. ADMIN, and then I think I used Raspberry, didn't I? RASPBERRY. Let's get rid of that. Log in. Did we log in? It's saying we'll log in. So, well, that's it. We're logged in. Can we see anything here? There you go. Hit my number, and look, we can actually connect to things now. But the thing is, I've only got the Raspberry Pi connected at the moment, so it's not going to do much. Because the idea, I'm getting this ready for when I make a G7 RPG node. But this is a big step in the right direction, and lots of stuff here to look at. And let's click here, bubble map. There you go. That's me with my location. I could connect to something, but I can't see the point. So anyway, hope this helps. It's it's a bit fiddly. You've got to take your time and watch it step by step. But this is an important step for using your own All-Star node. 73M0FXB. Bye for now. M0FXB, so we're going to update our All-Star node, which is basically updating the SD card. So it's a Raspberry Pi 3B, so the first thing we're going to do is go into PuTTY. So go PUTTY, we've already downloaded that from Google, straightforward. Put in the IP address that you find with an IP scanner, or if your radio was on, it would call it out to you. So 110, and then my port is 32s, and then we hit enter, or open. And then the login on mine is root, and then we have a password which you should have set when you first set up your All-Star node. Now if you've forgotten it, then speak to the person that sold it you. Not really sure what else you can do. Have a look around, see if you can find it. And the first thing I want to do is just update it. So first thing we're going to do, it says perform a system update, internet access required. Click run, selected, retrieve the latest system updates. Do you want this now? Click yes. It takes a few minutes, and hopefully everything will get updated. We'll just leave that until it does. Full system upgrade. Wow. So this will be good. We're looking at loads of videos here. There you go, there's the Supermon. Updating, please do not reboot. But do as we're told. So I'll leave it live. I know it's a bit boring, but we'll leave it live. And so you now know how to update your All-Star node using PuTTY. Oh, what did I do with it then? There you go. Updating, please do not reboot. See if I can pause it here and then come back when it finishes. Right, we got to the end. That's good news. And look, if you look, there's other things you can do. It's change the root password, change primary node number, change time zone, change host name, configure wired Ethernet, Wi-Fi, change secure shell, start bush, display system version numbers, run asterisk, run simple USB application, run asterisk server, and more. So anyway, just for now, we're gonna exit. Okay, so that's it. That's all updated. 7.3. All the best. M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So this video is about connecting your DV Switch app to your All-Star node. That looks something like this. I recommend the one made by G7 RPG if you're in the UK. So how are we going to do it? First thing you've got to do is log into your node. So we're going to open up a program called Winscp, which looks like this. Then you do need to log into it. So you would click new site, you'd put the IP address here of your All-Star node, leave it at 22, then you would have a username and password. Now on mine it's root, Yeah, because you're basically going into the SD card, and then the password you set when you set up the node. If you don't know it and someone else made the node for you, ask them, they'll tell you. It'll be root and something. Okay, so let's log into my one. We're straight in there. Now you'll probably start off at the root file. When you get to this, click etc. Then go down to asterisk. And there's a couple of files in here we're going to change. So I've already done it, so all you need to do is double click here and just basically copy what I've done. So we're at the very top here. I'm going to scroll down, yeah, until we get to a section that says here. So we're about, what, halfway down? Example for Android, iPhone. It's very important, this is the one you change. Now look here at these settings here, just copy them exactly as I've done it. What I'll do, I'll put in the link, a place where you could, if you need to, where you can copy and paste these. So get that in, and this is what I've done, yeah? So we'll go down through, type, friend, context, IAX client, authority, MD5, secret, raspberry, is, oh yeah, where yours will say something like password here, so you need to add your password here, so I just put in raspberry. Dynamic all, SLIN, ULAW, ADPCM, transfer now. So most of this was already there, didn't have to change much. Then just scroll down to the next part. Now make sure there's no semicolons to that. See these semicolons here? If they're there, it means these aren't going to be used. So just make sure that there's no semicolons. Add your call sign here, like so. And that's going to be your username, and I'll show you that in the app on the actual Android phone. And then once you've done that, just check this is the same as well. Again, if you need to copy and paste, I will put the links for a place where you can copy and paste all this if need be. So obviously you've got to be careful, and you should make a backup before you attempt any of this, because you might make mistakes and stop your Allstar node from working. So once you've done that, close that and it will save. Then go to extensions, conf, and now scroll down to globals. Okay, so near the top, globals, and the only part you're going to need to change is this part here. So look, if you look here, it's node equals 539010. So put your node number in of your actual node here. That way the app will link on the phone, will link to your node. Okay, so IAX-client, I haven't changed any of this. I've left all this the same. I think I added one line. Where was it? I think it was this one here. X10 equals forward arrow $node and say digits. I think that's the only one I added on my version of my asterisk. But otherwise, I'll copy and paste all this. I'll put a link in the description so you can easily copy this. Just remember, node, and then that. Once you've done that, yeah, I'm just gonna, just pause it, have a good look, send me a message. I'll send you a copy and paste of mine if I have to. Close and save that. So once you've done that, we're going to now move over to the actual phone and get that connected and working. Yeah, receiving you loud and clear, and we've got another break station there that was also calling me. Over to the break station as well. Is it KEBM? Right, we're at my phone, and these are linked now. So everything that comes through on my Allstar node, you hear the echo? I'll turn that right off on the ID51, which is an analog connection to my Allstar node in this house. So everything we can hear on the app here. So let's just show you the settings that you need to do. So we'll go to account, okay, and we'll do the top one. Obviously you can have more than one, and we'll do this top one first. So we'll tap it, and we'll just go through the settings. You can see that I can turn it down a bit. There you go. So good to see the activity on HubNet. 41522. So first thing you do is at the top, leave that at IAX2. Let's try and get this nice and close for you. Then 4569, which is the default port. Now the username is IAX client, and you saw that earlier in the previous part of the video. So username IAX client. Some people change it to their call sign, but I didn't, because it's simply just to leave it alone as that. Password is where you change the password. So where it says secret in the previous text, change that in front of the equals sign, change it to the password of your choice, which I've done. Then you put in your call sign. The call number doesn't really matter, that's optional. Then you've got to put in the node, your actual node number, yeah, on your All-Star node. You know how to look that up on Supermon. So that's it. And once you've done that, I've selected ULAW at the bottom here. Then you click save, okay? And when you go back, let's see, I don't know if that disconnected, but you hit connect and it rings. Yeah, it's on there now. I can hear it saying the node. 0. So we're now connected. Now we can look at the status. It says registered. If yours says unregistered, just click registered a couple of times. It says not connected at the moment, but it was connected. So let's just do that again. Save. Shouldn't have to do that. Connect in.
Node 5390110.
See that? So that's it, and then there's the node going. The next part of the video will be how to change nodes if that's doable. I don't actually even know. I know that you can go here, down, you've got all these different things. I haven't even played with this yet, but I thought I'd do that in a future video. 7.3, thanks for watching. All